Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome to a new Let's Play of Anno 1800. We've just finished the Anno 1800 campaign, so if you're interested in that, have a look at my channel. And we're starting now with the Anno 1800 Sandbox or Endless mode. The campaign served us rather like a tutorial, a very lengthy one of I think 5 to 6 hours. And after finishing this, we've learned some new mechanics, stuff. And we can now finally dive into a sandbox experience so we can see everything the game has to offer. The campaign ends at stage 3 of the population, and now we have unlocked all 5 stages that are available up to engineers and investors, where the whole game changes again with electricity and oil and trains, and I'm very eager to see all of that. So here we are in the main menu now. We're going to choose a new game, and instead of the campaign we choose the sandbox mode, and then we'll dive into it. And as always, I hope you enjoy the ride. Take a cup of coffee or tea, and well, see you on the other side. And here we are on a new map of Anno 1800. As you can see, the snowflake layout, we've chosen that one, and we have 3 opponents now. One here, one here, one here. He's already settled, and we all have our own little corner here. So I have my own flagship, my Endeavor, with a bit of timber, a bit of steel, and a bit of weapons. And we have 3 islands close by. So we have this one here that has potato, hops, red pepper, and fur, but not a lot of building space, I think. Let's have a look at the other one, the big one. This one looks good, but it has a huge mountain in the middle. I think that is kind of a problem if we want to have a really big city. So let's have a look at this map here. And I think this map looks beautiful. Look at that. We have the right fertility, so potato is very important early on. We have lots and lots of building space here. We have a beautiful river in the middle. Well, I think this is the way to go. Let's choose our ship over here,
ready for orders,
and settle to our new island. I'm particularly excited to see what the game offers later on. In the campaign we've seen quite a lot already, but I'm eager to build my own huge zoo and of course the world exhibition. So we are going to make this a beautiful town, city, with as many people as possible on it. So here's the Endeavor, just landing on the beach of this new island. We have to choose a warehouse first, so this has changed a bit than to the other Anno games. There are fixed positions now that we have to choose, and we can build now a trading post. And that's it. This is our new settlement, and we're going to rename it to Sleepy Hollow, as usual. And I think we start to build right away. Let's have a street here and a street here, so this is where we can then have... This is kind of the edge of it. This looks a bit strange here. So let's just build it like that. So this is the edge to our harbor area then. So we can build something beyond that. And then we have a main street going right into the center of the island. And as usual, I'm going to make it a double-sided street. So a main street that we have here. And the first thing we need to do is, not to build a wood production, which is the classical way to go. This time workforce matters quite a lot. So before we can do anything production-wise, we have to get some workforce first. So let's choose this sector here and build our first farmer residences. So we're going to do it here. And I have to be careful because I need to have some timber left for the marketplace. Let's just build our first houses here.
Milestone.
And we have reached the age of agriculture. And also our very first people live now in the city. 14. And we also want to build a market house real quick. So I want to have one here and one here. So let's see that we can put that in better. Fortunately for us, we can have a blueprint mode now. So there was a button here, I think, that would enable us the blueprint mode. Now it's on, And now instead of building my houses for real, I can just outline it, as you can see. So they're not being built per se. And I can just continue building my town now, this way. Like so. And then I can build my marketplace here. And it would be outlined the way you can see that. So let's build our marketplace here. And this one here we can build right away. So we've just built that now. As you can see now, we have people now there. It's growing. We have 28 our population now. So the next thing for us is to get a wood production up and running. So for now, I think we can't do very much. We can't build a warehouse at the moment. So I need to get my timber production rather close here. I'm going to remove it though, soon again, once we have enough of that. So in this case I can turn off the blueprint mode again. And just have 2 lumberjack huts here. In the city center, more or less. And this is complemented with 2 sawmills that we built right here, right at our warehouse. So pretty close to where we started.
At your service.
But as I said, I can't afford timber at the moment, or to lose more timber. And as you can see, as soon as they chop some wood, a carriage brings that wood to my warehouse, and the sawmill then will get the wood from my warehouse and produce timber with that. All nice and dandy, but my people won't have food. They don't have food already, so we need to have a fishery real quick with the last tons of wood that we have, timber that we had. So we have no timber anymore, but I think it's starting to look like something already. I like the look of that. Beautiful graphics. I've made a compilation of beautiful scenes of this game with this amazing soundtrack, so if you're interested in that, just have a look at the playlist of Anno 1800 on my channel. And as you can see, everyone's at work now. Here we have the fishery, and there we have a sawmill and lumberjack huts that produce some timber for us now. And here we have some real buildings and the blueprint buildings that are not built right now, but we have planned it already. Another nice feature that I love about this game, it's a new feature, is the first person mode. So we can just dive into the first person. As you can see, we have some artifacts down here. I think it has something to do with the textures, but we can ignore that for now. They are going to fix that for sure, but look at that, how beautiful that looks. So we are now here in the year 1800 on a marketplace, and over there in the harbor is our beautiful ship, the Endeavor. Let's run over that. There are some houses here now, people are going about their business. And here we have our ship, the Endeavor, ready to sail to some other place, perhaps to the New Wall soon. And there we have the marketplace. We can even jump around if we like to, like we're a person here, and just watch them on their daily business. I love this mode. I could spend hours in here, and I definitely am going to spend hours in this mode. Let's go back though and have a bit of fast forward. Right now our sawmill
reached a new milestone.
Don't have enough of timber, and we've reached the status of village now. That is because our people have now fish and they can grow more. So we have some new people now. We have over 100 already with just those buildings here. So because I've played the campaign, I know everything until stage 3, so we can plan it. And from stage 3 onwards, it's a completely new game for me then. And as I heard people talking, it changes dramatically.
Now at war.
So I'm going to see that. And 2 players are already at war. So while we wait for new timber, we can have a look at the other players here. So here is Bente Jorgensen. She started her small village. I don't see any houses though. There is a village far away from the harbor. Our next opponent is here, Beryl O'Mara. She's got her village closer to the harbor and is growing. She's already at stage 2, look at that. She's way faster than we are. And the third player is Artur Gasparov. And he's got his village further away as well. Here, already at stage 2. But we shouldn't worry about that. As with every Anno game, the AI may be a bit faster ahead of us, but they won't steamroll us. Okay, so we don't want to wait now for timber forever, so let's just send one of our ships to the traders. She's got nothing. He's got some timber to sell. So let's sail over there to Sir Archibald Blake. He's one of the free traders or one of the neutral factions. So there are 3 neutral powers. It's Madame Kahiner, it's Archibald Blake, and over here we have the prison.
Is my prison.
Eli Bleakworth. And then we have in the center the pirates.
Now why would you come here?
They are going to be quite a nuisance for some time before we can build a navy of our own. And as I can see, the timber production is now in full swing, so we have enough timber to build the next blueprint buildings here, to finish the next row. Like that. And like that. To get some more people into my town.
Attention for the
and
Admiral.
My proud endeavor is sailing for Archibald Blake, or Sir Archibald Blake. And what we want to do now is buy some timber here to speed up our building process. And you can open the trade menu and just buy 29 tons for, well, almost $300. We have $45,000, so we can afford that easily at the moment. But as we can see, our balance is negative, so we lose around 72 coins per minute at the moment. So we should turn that positive at some point. We do have enough timber, so what I want to do instead of building or completing my next buildings, I want to start a real wood production far away from my town. So my town is here, and let's build a bridge here. The first bridge that we have, it costs us some timber, I think 20 tons of that. Okay, so perhaps we should not do that now. So let's move our timber production to this place there. Okay, and here we can have now a warehouse. I'm going to build it. And then we have, I think, 3 lumberjack huts with enough productivity around them. Let's have one here. Another one here. One here. And one here. So we got 4 lumberjack huts now. And they're all delivering now. And then we have the sawmills here. We need 4 of them. So that should be some proper wood production here. But of course it costs us a lot of workforce. So 10 farmers each. That goes down now to 50 farmer workforce that we still have left. I'm going to keep this production here just for now, so that we have a beautiful and fast and efficient timber production. So that is far away from my city, and well, at some point I will have to relocate that, but it's going to be many hours because I would have to build everything here full of houses. And this is still going to take quite some time. We have enough timber again, so let's just upgrade a few more houses. Here, and also here. Most important thing right now is to get some more taxes and some workforce. And my ship should be back soon. Ah, there we can see it on the horizon. Arriving soon at Sleepy Hollow. And these lumberjack huts, they still need some time to plant trees. Because there were no trees in the beginning. That is still going to take 2 minutes and 30 seconds for this one here. And 1 minute and 40 seconds for this one. Before they can produce any wood at all. And the warehouses have changed too a bit, so the warehouses are not sending out carriages anymore, but the buildings themselves each have a carriage now. So they just send their products to the warehouse, and for example the sawmill then gets these products from the warehouse, delivers it, and brings it to the warehouse back. So we have more carriages now. As you can see, they are just idly waiting here. There's nothing to do for them. And the thing is now, you're limited by the loading ramps that you have on the warehouse. So we have 2 loading ramps for now. And we can then upgrade these warehouses to 2 or to 3, 4, 5 and 6 loading ramps. If you only have 2 ramps and like 5 or 6 production buildings around it, there could be a traffic jam sooner or later, which would then of course reduce the productivity. So we have to upgrade that as soon as possible. Because those 2 loading ramps are already filled.
Flagship at your service.
My Endeavor has returned. We have some more timber to upgrade more houses. So now we have a few more houses here, and well, Sleepy Hollow is starting to look like something. Even if it's just a few buildings here and there. And we have enough timber now to build that bridge that we wanted to build. And again, I'm going to build a double-sided street here. This is the main road. I plan to have my exhibition center here then at some point. So we're going to build that bridge. Yeah, I think that's a nice spot for it. Right, so we can build some houses here if we want to. Like that. But I need that bridge to the other side because far away from all the rest I want to start with my schnapps production. That is the next thing that we need to do. And it is here. So the first thing that we need here is a warehouse. Let's have the warehouse, I think like this one here. Okay, so I can place the street then like this. And then I'm trying to have it as efficiently as possible. So we have, well, 4 distilleries, so we don't have to do that all the time. So we have 1 distillery here. We have 1 distillery here. I think like this should be the best one. Let's have a look. Like this, and the same goes for this. And another distillery here, so we have 4 distilleries. And now we need 4 potato farms. Because a potato farm needs 30 seconds to produce 1 ton of potatoes. And the schnapps distillery needs 30 seconds to produce 1 ton of schnapps with 1 ton of potatoes. So it's 1-to-1 the ratio. And then we can build the potato farm. So before we do that, I think I need to get rid of that street here. And then we can build a potato farm like this.
Game saved.
And then we have a potato farm here. We have 1 here and 1 here. So this would be the perfect place for the efficiency. As you can see, we have some small streets here, so those can deliver their goods, because they need streets, of course. And a warehouse, as far as I know, doesn't even need a street. So this should work like that. And now we can have the potato farms, or the potato fields. And we could then just build it like so. To the end of it, as you can see. And we're doing the same with that one here.
We know field. We're taking every care.
Like this. There's some now missing, so we can just fill it in here. And we still have...
You need a warehouse, you do.
No warehouse in range, so the warehouse actually needs a street connection. This makes the whole thing a bit more complicated. We have a street up here, but of course that would destroy kind of our production here. But I think we can take the field over it. So as you can see, yep, we can do it like that. Oh, we can't. Nope, we cannot do that. Okay. This makes the thing a bit more complicated. So I need to get rid of that street again. Let's see.
Competitors are now at war.
This should still work though. Right. This should work. So they have a street connection now. And they're producing now our potatoes. Let's go back to Sleepy Hollow because we still want to build some more houses. And no blueprint mode for now. We have enough timber at this point to just produce it, to just build those houses. And of course I need also more fisheries, more fish, because they consume more. Like so. And we've also got the first mission here now. Let's have a look.
I know you're busy, but I've a favor to ask.
Damned wild animals are eating all my hens. Poor things are so terrified they haven't laid an egg in weeks. Please, Governor, catch the rascals. Okay, so we have to catch some wild animals here in the city, actually. Is that right? Find and collect the wild animals. So it seems like they're running around somewhere in the city, right? Or is it over here? But they don't look so wild to me, or not so ferocious. So they need to be... There it is. Can you see that? There is a wolf here going about.
I wish I'd a goose for your kindness.
And that's the quest. And we finished that quest. And what have we got? Boson. That is an item, so it reduces the damage slowdown of our ships by minus 40%. I think that's quite nice, so we can keep that for now. Let's have some more houses here. And we should also start building a fire station, so fires happen quite often and are devastating. And if I build a fire station, it's not working right from the start. So as you can see, it's under construction now, and it takes some time to train the firefighters. So I definitely should build those fire stations before a fire happens. And I can also get rid of 2 houses here to build 1 fire station here. So we have 2 of that. And there is some free space here, so let's have some trees. Very nice. Yeah, I think I like my little town. Let's have some more houses here. And we're closing in on 600 people. And also here, let's have some ornaments, some trees. So that is another thing. Attractiveness of the town. in Anno 1800 that matters quite a lot. We'll see much more about attractiveness later. Just in general, if I plant trees or wells or parks, the attractiveness of my city goes up. And if I build factories or have fires, my city loses attractiveness. And I want to have a city that is as attractive as possible, of course, because you get influence points and other things, like more buildings later on.
Pleasant, despite the odd pickpocket.
So of course we want to have higher attractiveness of our city. And I think this is the perfect moment to stop for now. And we come back later and see what awaits us. See you in the next episode.